Alright, ladies and gentlemen, who's here for some Dota? If you're not, you should probably leave this video right now, because as the big logo in the middle of the screen suggests, well, we're here for that. It's a match submitted by Sion, with 2 N's, which we will thank him for. Loads of action, 6 saves, you have the match number if you want to watch it yourself. We're going to go right now, and by right now I mean in 2 seconds when I figure out 1, 2, 3, yeah, here we have it. Okay, let's get to it. Let's unfreeze our combatant from the lock of the pause of me actually not playing that replay correctly, and let's get into it. Okay, now Sion, the man who submitted that replay, is playing the Phantom Assassin here, a really well-dressed belligerent. As yeah, he heads off into the bottom lane, sorry, accompanied by Fake Smile, who has a smart that doesn't look that fake, or playing the Shadow Shaman. Who will they face, I wonder? Well, there's an Abaddon, probably going to be on the off lane, played by Venom, with a big O, because he's a big boy. Nicofon will be playing the Shadow Fiend on the mid lane, as there's a sniper to face him, played by Moro. The Shadow Fiend's name, of course, is called Nicofon, but I think I already said that, so whatever. No, Bingo! Playing the Bane, hopefully yeah, his performance will be a bingo, will be a hit, not a miss. Well, Tony Bravo is left to play the Underlord, which will go for, oh, that's an anti-mage. And a silencer, man. I would not want to be the guy playing against them. They have to shut down that anti-mage extremely early on, and if they don't, well, the anti-mage is gonna grow out of control as any anti-mage does, but really, he's gonna need that Battle Fury. Early Battle Fury is gonna determine the fate of this game, I feel. Or maybe it will be the ugly aggressions from the PA, as it's a hero that likes to go very early, as you already see. Oh hello you. Lel will be, yeah, on the pudge. It's a guy that I forgot to introduce. He also promotes a gambling website, which I will not promote. In the CSGO website, at that, EU. I play CSGO as well, but gambling website for CSGO and Dota. How exactly does he think that this is working? This is worth the advertisement. This is Dota 2, not CSGO. No one's gonna go on your goddamn gambling website. Anyway, he is going to start in the off lane, trying to also stop that PA. Not sure if I like that. I mean, you do need your Ant-Mage to get his early farm, early levels, and it's an Abaddon against the Shadow Shaman and the PA. He's going to be fine. Really, he doesn't need help. But he's going to soak up the XP and has hooked first, and yeah, that's going to be somewhat of a interesting lane when they get the levels, because there's going to be a lot of actions. In fact, you already see some action. The second I move away from it, there's some action. Venom taking a lot of damage. One more click will do it. The Shattleman will provide it. And first blood going the way of the Radiant. As with maybe more, the PA is dropping extremely low. A hook is available though, and will take down the life of the PA. I immediately regret my decision, but oh, there's another man that should regret his decision. It's the Patch that goes down because of some creeps. Level 1 Pudge, not a lot of health. He has only 1 armor, so yeah, he goes down fast. He does go down fast, but at the same time, that aggression, bring down the PA. It's important, as the PA needs to get in here, get into the fray, the massive fray, way faster than the AM does. And delaying that means that the AM's just gonna get bigger. At the same time, a matchup I was not completely unfocused about. Mid lane, well, it looks like the sniper's gonna get the first blood, the first kill here, the first shot. The first deadly shot at this mid lane. That was a slip of the tongue here. What's this? It's a hook into the Shadow Shaman. Level 2, he had the rod, but the rod has been nerfed, so it's not going to lock him in place for the remainder of this game. No. I should probably focus a bit more on the mid lane, where the Shadow Fiend was actually winning quite convincingly, having, well, 6 CS to 3 of the snipers 2 minutes in, which is not a lot really. But now he's getting the denies. He has more denies than last hits. And at the bot lane again, the Pudge claims the life of Sion. Yeah, that's a Pudge attacking the PA and grabbing the kills. Interestingly, no, the Shadow Shaman has not left. He decided to remain there. Let's check in on our top lane. The Anti-Mage is getting harassed. He no longer has any regen. proof that it's a problem. Oh, more action in the bottom lane. Well, the AM should be what I should be talking about, but there's so much to be had in terms of action in this entire game. But hook into Sion. Oh, Pudge also dropping low, but it's a P8 that's getting the short end of the stick. Oh, never mind, I was looking at the wrong end of that stick. It does appear that it was Pudge that went down first, but Venom decides to dive. A really, really big play. Now he's getting locked down by the Shadow Shaman. He's under the tower. He's taking so much damage. He might go down here, and yes, Fake Smile takes the kill. Well played by Fake Smile that managed to trap him, body block him, forbid him from having any form of escape, and just, yeah. The tower does the rest of the job. Now, can I finally take a look at the top lane? Can I finally take a look at how well that anti-mage farming? Well, not any better than the PA. And he doesn't have the kill, he doesn't have the death neither. Yeah, he's just farming little bits, but that damage from the Underlord is just too much. With that guy, with the Silencer though, he should be more than fine. Mid lane though, what's it gonna be? What am I watching? I'm watching the Sniper. And I'm watching the Sniper face off the Shadow Fiend, in which, well, the Shadow Fiend's winning, clearly. Although he died once, he's still having a good start. He's a hero that, just like the Anti-Mage, needs to have a good start, and without any rotation, he's not gonna get pressured at all. In fact, the Fake Smile is just focused onto the bottom lane, and he's just helping the PA get the start that she needs. But doesn't she already have the start that she needs? Well, with the Pudge staying around at all times, it might be wiser to leave that Shadow Shaman there, and indeed it does appear that it's going to be the play. However, putting on the Bane on the top lane, I don't really know what it's actually going to do for them. I mean, you could put the Enfeeble into the Anti-Mage, but I don't even think. Yeah, no, he didn't even skill it. So not entirely sure what's going on there. I do know what's going on in the mid lane, however. It's Shadow Fiend showing his dominance. He's like, yep, I'm winning in terms of CS, might as well win in terms of kills, as he takes down the Sniper. And oh, another lane, another scene of action on the bot lane this time, where, yeah, it looks like Pudge and the Baden are looking quite hungry for that PA. Hook is going to miss by a mile, and yeah, no, this time it's attack into the Abaddon, or is it into the Shaman? No hook available means the end of that aggression for now. As now, well, the PA has all the ideas. She wanted to go into the Abaddon, does not get it. Top, well, I finally get an answer as to why the Bane was here. He managed to get a kill into the support Silencer. I'm always late into those kills. Makes me wonder if I don't really have a problem with the camera work. Well, at least I'm probably going to get that in the camera or not, as there's nothing to see here. No, top lane, bot lane, and mid lane. There's action everywhere, but I want to look at this bottom lane as I see the Shadow Shaman dying. But a bigger kill happened up top. The Anti-Mage has fallen. Now that's a big one. That's a big fish that the Radiant have found here. But go roam. Yeah, he hasn't roamed at all. Indeed, Shadow Shaman is clearly annoyed by it. But yeah, the Anti-Mage dying. And the Sniper dying too. Wait, what? Where did he die? What was he doing there? GG, finish fast. Alright, sure. Well, are they going to finish fast? The Dire does look like they want to go into that cow, that Underlord, but no, the Silencer just gonna take a small shower under the tower and go away. Well, same time though, with the Shadow Fiend getting another kill, he has the best start that he could wish for, really. Hey, I don't think you could wish for any better start if you're a Shadow Fiend. Well, maybe you could wish for not having a death early on, but really, he's way past that point. As no, let's look back at the bot lane. Yeah, the PA is the only saving grace really for the Radiant, as yeah, she can do a lot in the mid game, and if she keeps on having that good of a start, well, you're going to see a lot. But I think she decides to go for the Battle of Fury route. Oh, that's interesting. She wants to not go for the early fighting route and wants to match farm with the Anti-Mage. That is also going for Battle of Fury, but that's to be expected. Oh, what's this? The Shadow Fiend has come. Well, Brain Sap not going to be enough to save the Bane's life. He's going to go down thanks to the Shadow Fiend rotating. That's going to be the end of that, and the start of something good at the bottom, as the mid laner for the Radiant's also having some ideas. A hook into the Abaddon will maybe save his life. He's using the Aphotic Shield. Is it going to be enough to save his life? Well, that Assassinate is going to make sure that it isn't. But it's not even needed. The daggers of the PA will fall the target of the sniper. That's right, the Abaddon goes down. There's no, I don't know. What's there to look at? Well, you could probably look at how it's going for that anti-mage, because he might get scary real soon, and well, not real soon, really. As soon as he hits a Battle Fury, and he's kind of far away from it. Is the PA? Well, he's still a bit ahead compared to the PA's Battle Fury, but he doesn't have boots. The PA does, upgraded boots, phase boots. So all is going well for her at the moment. Much better than the anti-mage. It might change if she gets gone on by these two roamy heroes. Well, I don't really know. The Pudge is not in the front lines, cannot hook, has not decided to roam at all. He's just staying there, trying to pressure that lane. Is definitely expected by these two, and that's pretty bad. And oh, what are you doing here, Sansa? You put a nice ward up on that cliff, but apart from putting out this arcane curse, not sure what they're doing. I should probably look at where the Shadow King is. He is there. He is in the tree lines, but there's a nice ward here. Probably going to spot him if he tries to do anything funny. The PA recognizes that there's something missing, but it's not going to matter as he gets hooked. Finally a good hook, but he tried to jump out, but that's not going to work. And now it's probably the Shadow Shaman to go down. Tries to TP out. Well, you're not going to cancel that any time of the day, any time of the week, or any time ever, really. You're dead. As now with the Shadow Shaman going down. More action on the menu, though. As top lane... Space Cow, well no, it's a Space Cow, it's the underlow, it's the regular cow. Yeah, drops rather low, 200 HP, gonna go away, gonna get back, Nightmare into the Anti-Mage, and now it's onto the Silencer, so now the Anti-Mage is free to get some hits into that Bane. But no, it's nothing really to comment about, it's just those two that are not just farming, but still, the fact that it's this tense in this lane, and that the Underlord's doing so well as well. Is kind of symptomatic of a lack of commitment from the dire supports to help that anti-mage. Sure, he is working into that Battle Fury rather well, but those heroes are not getting zoned out. Look at this man, look at this Underlord. He's just zooming out, and if he stays, well, look at what happens. He just gets firestormed, and now he gets assassinated as well. And oh wow, the Bane is racing to the finish. He wants that anti-mage, but the anti-mage is now far and wide in a different territory. But oh no, what's this? The Shadow Fiend. He has balls of titanium. Tries to go in from behind alone. Will probably pay with his life, but brings down two in his wake. As now it's a sniper, that is also showing that he has balls made of solid titanium, takes down one, and while tanking the heads from the anti-mage. But thanks to the Shadow Shaman coming at the right time, not only is the sniper going to survive, but he's not going to be, well, punished, and he will actually bring down everyone. And what was that? I mean, honestly, all of these heroes were just dying one by one, coming in one by one against everyone. At some point, it was a Shadow Fiend in the middle of 3 Radiant Heroes, and the 3 Radiant Heroes died, except the Sniper, that was then alone in the middle of 3 Dire Heroes, and then, yeah, and then he killed everyone, and then the Shadow Shaman came to do some cleanup. And, yeah, well, this is happening. Oh, the Underlord has decided to come bottom. Well, that trip will be short-lived as he dies. As soon as he came bottom, thanks to the Pudge hitting level 6, having Dismember, well, easy peasy. Well, it does appear that the bird time was used in that fight. So, okay. So they do commit quite a few ultimates in there, but those are short cooldown ultimates. They'll be back in a minute. In fact, Pudge's ultimate is already back and ready to be used. Now, let's talk a bit about net worth, because yeah, we hit the 10 minutes mark and we are basically, yeah, as you can expect, the Shadow Fiend doing so many kills across the map, and basically being a Shadow Fiend with a good start that's managed to have 6 kills already, 12 minutes in, means that he's going to be really rich. 1 in 5k above the Sniper. The biggest fortune in the enemy team. Sniper is just going for Dragon Lance. That's it. That's some regular items. Nothing too unusual here. Yeah, they're just farming their way. What I'm more worried about is that the PA is working toward her Battle Fury and has technically caught up with the anti-mage in terms of farming speed. Because he died, well, he didn't die, he was pushed back last fight. Which is kind of the same as dying early on. Well, you don't lose gold, but you do lose the opportunity of gaining gold, and that might be even more major. Pudge hooking, but he's not the one getting dismembered. It's the Pudge now for not being forced to empty shackles. Now he's dismembering, and now it's a PA against the world. But the PA wins. She just destroyed the Pudge, and now, well, she clearly hasn't won quite yet. I may have spoken a tad too soon. Okay, it's a level 1 miscall, so it's not going to do that much damage. Will it be enough? No, it does not appear like it is. Up top, TP away from the sniper. Almost manages to get caught, but they have no control. It's a thing that I haven't talked about at all, but Pudge is the only control from the Dire. He's the only man with a stun on the side of the Dire, and it's an ultimate. Not something you want to use at all times. You know, global silence comes in, tries to help the top maybe because they didn't want the anti-mage to be bursted down. Well, he's going to be bursted down regardless. Although it's only 2 support, so the damage output is not going to be there. And now, well, Mana Void with one little glaive, it's going to be enough. But at the same time, sniper almost tried to get that man. As what's this? It's a Shadow Fiend with a double damage that are going to join. The mid laners wanted a share of the cake. The sniper tried to kill that anti-mage who did not skill spell shield, so he would have died if sniper decided to keep going for that assassinate, but unfortunately he didn't. Same time, all of that space was used for something. The Pudge has managed to take down the tower. And so far, it's a 3k gold lead for the Dire. That's managing to make that no stun strategy work. Alright, Silencer goes down.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't in pretty sight right now.
The sniper drops very low though. That's kind of worrying. I mean, if a support can bring you that low, then you may have a problem. Talking about having a problem, Shadow Fiend just used his ultimate on an illusion. Okay, that's some stuff that happens sometimes if you're too quick to jump the gun, but honestly, that's kind of a rookie mistake. I'm pretty sure there were 2 of them too. Oh, well, talking about death, it does appear that that control from the Radiant is so strong. While the Dire don't have many, well, the Radiant have plenty. It's the Bane with the Fiend's Grip along with the Shackles. That's a lot of single target control, but with the Underlord having that bit of Malice as well to work with in the later portions of the game, I think they're going to have great times in those team fights. Well, the Dire is going to suffer from that lack of control. It's going to have to be on the shoulders of the Pudge to actually make something happen. Will they actually make something happen, I wonder? No, because I mean, that Pudge has been on point so far. He's been hooking left, right and center, managing to find most of his hooks, but there's a point where you're not going to have lanes. You're gonna have all heroes running you down. Hooking one will not be enough. You're gonna have to control everyone, and at that point, I think that, yeah, most people would just throw the sponge and just give up, because that's going to get insane for the Radiant. And as much as the Dires are in the lead, that lead is not that significant quite yet. It's a 3k gold lead, and well, it might just get bigger if they get that Bane. They do. Bingo. Well, the bingo is in the odds of the Pudge so far. That managed to get to grab the hook, and let's talk about teamfight. There you have it. What can the anti-mage do really, apart from getting control and running away? They had an advantage. I think they could have gotten this convincingly, and Pudge has eyes for the sniper. That might be one way to start a fight, taking down an important target and forcing everyone to be on the retreat, although you can get control. Although a lot of spells can be thrown to control your heroes if you output the damage before they can even put out the spell. Well, you're gonna have a good time if you're the Dire, but so far I still think that the weakness of the draft can be abused easily if you're the Radiant. If you're the Dire, well, you're gonna have to play out of your mind if you want to actually bring this game home and and take down the Radiant. Let's say now. Dragonlance completely into the sniper. The 2 supports are not having anything too significant, unsurprisingly. The PA still hasn't gotten Battle Fury, but is way well. No, she's actually at the same point in farming with the anti-mage, which is it's good for both of them. Oh, some Russian words are thrown around. I have no idea what they mean. well, the problem here, I don't speak Russian, they don't speak English, so it balances out in the end. Alright. Niklofon? Niklofon? Wait, Niklofon? Is he the one that threw stuff in Russian? Yes, he is. So, a Russian Shadow Fiend. Very, very usual no matter where in the world you are. US, Southeast Asia, Europe, doesn't matter. Oh, what's next? What's next in the cards for that push? Is it survival? I wonder. Firestorm and Assassin is going to bring him extremely low. He's going to try and deny himself, but with the Aphotic Field, that's not going to be possible. Is this a mistake? Is this a blessing in disguise, or is it a poison apple? I don't think it's neither. It's just going to be a blessing, not in disguise for the purge. And yeah, he's just going to be okay, getting healed back slowly but surely by the Abaddon, and yeah, maybe looking to try and punish that aggression from the Radiant.
Guess what's happening to
Maybe.
bottom tower?
Maybe not. Doesn't appear like it's okay so far. As yeah, they just get control silence at the same time though. Niklofon dies. Brings on one with him, but the real fight at top has begun. They want to go into the Bane. That is in the middle of 4 enemy heroes for some reason. As yeah, no, it's a 4 against 2 for the Radiant. Against the Radiant, I should say. As this lack of control is indeed not going to matter if you can blink past the Pit of Malice. Oh, bit of mistake here. The hook stopping in the aggression from the Dire, and now the aggression is back, but it's the Radiant putting it out. And now, well, some reinforcements have arrived. The cavalry has arrived. The PA's here, and she wants blood. She is here to assassinate you, but she will have to wait for a little while. She's gonna be severely disappointed. She waited a TP and got nothing, but yeah, at least they managed to stop the blading.
Radiant's mid tower.
They only lost the Bane in that engagement, and the Shadow Fiend died at bottom at the same time, so that's good for them. Oh, but maybe it's going to be more. It does appear that, yeah, no, all Dire heroes are currently very, very far from that Shadow Shaman. That could place a little deep water here and here. So maybe that is the case that the Radiant wants to play in that portion of the map. I don't know, probably. Let's see. Night befalls this plane of existence, as now all heroes are grouped up apart from the Phantom Assassin and of course the Anti-Mage. Both having finished their Battle Fury, they're going to be farming their way through Ancient, their way through creeps, their way through lanes, and they're going to leave their teammates to fight it out while they farm. And let's see, the fight has begun. They are trying to go into the Silencer. We'll get him pretty easily. Bit of Malice even used to make sure that that slippery foe, that is not slippery and not a foe anymore as it's a corpse, does not get away. And push now, says the Shadow Shaman. He has a Serpent Ward. He could be pushing and they could get a tier 1 tower. They are pinging it out. I think I got the message. It's going to be Snake Wards, Serpent Wards, and the Firestorm to make sure that there's no creep in the distance. 45's gonna come in. They're probably going to get that tower at the same time though. Well, there's no more tower, but tier 1 tower bottom, so there you have. Oh, Dust tries to catch people, but there's no invisible hero anywhere to be seen. However, there's very visible heroes to be seen. Bit of Malice thrown, catches all 3. Now Global Science tries to stop the aggression, but Sniper still in the back lines doing a lot of damage. Or is it the push? It's membering. That's membering that poor Underlord, but it will cost him his life as the Fiend's Grip cometh. And the Silencer disappeareth. He goes down to the assassinate of the Sniper. That positioned in a chaotic manner. I don't know what he was doing far away from his team, trying to create a second front line near the remains of the tower. And oh wait, it's not over yet. They want to continue on the aggression, but that might be a mistake. There's 3 heroes here, and they're all grouped up now. And Mana Void will make sure to punish that mistake, but at the same time, this may not be such a mistake, as it's going to be worth it in the end. They're going to bring down the Shadow Fiend. They spent 2 supposed to kill an important target, the Shadow Fiend. That it was working on his BKB being such an important item against all of that control. I'd say that's worth it. I'd say that is worth it. It is giving a fair amount of money to the Anti-Mage, but at the same time, the PA was just farming away. She's still going par with him. And yeah, the Shadow Fiend being top of the net worth as well means that whoever got that kill, it was a Sniper. The Sniper gets a bit bigger. Sniper, well, he fell a bit behind compared to the Shadow Fiend, but he's still 6-2 and 4. He found a bit less, but that's just the nature of the hero. And if they manage to keep bringing down that Shadow Fiend, it's going to go very, very well for him. And I put a lot of emphasis on that because yeah, you already see him in action. They cannot get to him. They really cannot. The only man that could potentially bring him close enough to basically get butchered into some sniper sashimi is the Pudge. But the Pudge has other priorities, and the sniper's never the one that shows up first. So what can they do, really? A good thing that I saw from the Dire is that they counterbalance their lack of disable by silencing everyone, really. They position well, and then they silence everyone when it's go time. Which is the case now, as they will hope the PA will silence her so she cannot get away, but she can destroy the Pudge. Oh my lord, that was bloody. And now reinforcements have arrived, and yeah, now that should be a dead silencer. They're going to commit a lot of ultimates to kill that guy, namely the relocate of the Dark Rift, actually it's called, for the Underlord, and the Fiend's Grip for the Bane. So, what do I hear? I hear some bullets flying into Nicofor. But he's just fine. For now. For now, he is fine. He is going to walk out. Okay, he is going to walk it out like a man, with a bullet in his skull. Or in his hot demon body, I don't know. He's just, yeah, he's fine. He is still working on that BKB, but all of those deaths, all of that aggression has slowed his farm by quite a lot. He has been caught up by the anti-mage, which has been farming some stacks now. He's gonna be okay. But also by the PA, and now with the sniper too. And note that the anti-mage, I don't think I don't know if that's not too greedy for the anti-mage. I know it's an anti-mage, I know he farms a lot, but yeah, a Manta style. I would have preferred to see a Basher, honestly, and I still think that he needs a Basher desperately. They need that control, and they need it now. The silencer dropped a bit deep. He's going to get controlled, and he's sure to be dead unless there's a Pudge to help him. Global silence cancels out the assassinate. Well, that was clutch. That almost became a disaster, and may still be a disaster. No, he's getting healed, and he even caught a little apoptic shield as if all of that healing wasn't enough. But that was very close. Answer dropped very little to dying, but they had to commit the global silence for it. So now, with this out of the way, the Radiant is confident enough to go in and try to pressure that tier 2 tower. Or is it the Pudge that's confident enough to try and hook the sniper, I wonder. Well, Serpent was committed. Yep, they want that tower. The sniper is out of the range as my camera goes away for some reason. The fight is brewing still, but now they found the target, and yeah, the silencer that spent his own ultimate to try and survive is now dead, so he won't matter at all, as the anti-mage has decided to stop farming to try and get a nice view of his tower falling. He was just looking, and now he's back to farming. Not entirely sure why he stayed there on that cliff. He wanted to for the initiation, but without the silencer, there's no realistic option for him to go in. Well, maybe now there's an opportunity to go in, as the Shadow Shaman gets hooked in and gets busted down. His soul will be delicious and will be tasty for that Shadow Fiend. Tower goes down though, because of the died Pudge. That wasn't very English, was it? Oh, Shadow Fiend getting control, getting Fiend's Grip, now getting assassinated, getting busted down like no tomorrow, but no, a nice aphotic shield saves him in the neck of time, and now he manages to TP out, blink out. But now, with the Abaddon, with the curse out of the way, he dies, and so does the PA. Now, Bane tries to get out, but no, he's going to feed some more intelligence to that silencer. Unfortunately, yeah, the PA got a bit greedy there. He really wanted a Shadow Fiend. It would have been a huge one, but unfortunately you can't do it. And oh, what's this? At the same time though, oh, Shadow Fiend with a BKB almost manages to bring down the sniper instantly, but might well just be delayed by a few seconds. The end of the sniper was near, and yeah, that's one way to kill a sniper. That's one way to bring your self-control, is go the magical route for the Shadow Fiend. Have the old Scepter of Divinity, and all that thought. The silencer now silences everyone, and no one can say a word apart from me and the silencer. But now, well, now that you allow them to open their mouth, they're going to say die. Yes, the silence is dead. Not before bringing Fake Smile to a stop standstill. Nice ulti. Well, I think that he got the kill after all and got some sweet intel as a result. He was dead anyway. And I don't think there's going to be any fight in the near future, considering that, well, the sniper's dead. Now with the Shouty Shaman dead as well, they don't have the pushing tool, so they're just going to wait it out. And I think that was a good use of an ultimate actually. Sure, it won't be there for another minute and a half, but fine by me. Get that intel, you become a bit stronger. And talking about the silencer, it does appear that he's going for a Shadow Blade. Might want to transition into a carry or something, because normally the normal pickup would have been, if you want to go invisibility, would have been, yeah, a very useful tool in this game. It would have been a Glimmer Cape, but alas, he doesn't go for it. Let's check back on our anti-mage. He is top of the net worth now, by now 2k ahead of the PA. By being 2k ahead of the PA, my bad. Yeah, and that's good. That's very good for him. The PA dying once back then is kind of huge, but the PA is now going for fighting build. After finishing that Ball of Fury, she had finished the Desolator and the BKB, which will be kind of worrying if you're the anti-mage. The anti-mage, not sure what he's going for now. He probably should go Abyssal right now, which will provide him the control type they so desperately need. Eco Form, yeah, he's going the full magical route. I like that. The lag control and the regular physical carry, Shadow Fiend doesn't exactly provide that. In addition, you force them to go down with a pipe or something if you are too much of a threat, and that is good because that means that they're not itemizing against the anti-mage neither. And that might be good, yep. Russian name, playing the anti-mage, is still merrily farming. He's stacking up a lot of gold, not entirely sure what he's going for. I'll have to see. Oh, surprise, surprise. It's 4 heroes on the Radiant that are now grouped up. Almost 5 if you count the PA. They have pinged Roshan, so they maybe want to go there. Or maybe they just want to roam and gank and just secure the farming space of the PA. Some living space, some LeBron summon for that PA. Still farming. She's the one going for a Basher though. No, it does appear that the anti-mage is going for something even more unusual. He's going for a casual Hyperstone. Oh, that's interesting. For a reason that I will explain in right now. It's because there's no Basher. If there's no Basher, what exactly are you going to do? Or maybe he's bringing the Basher now. No, he wants to go for a MKB. Well, he wants to deal with that PA, but if she's not controlled, you're not going to be able to find that PA. And as much as this is the rationale, a normal rationale in any normal situation to go MKB against a PA, well, it might not be what they need right now. It might not be what his team needs. But he finished the MKB, so now he can go for a Basher, I hope. I want to see a Basher. I really do. I'm going to see it, but on the wrong team. It's a PA that's going for it. Giving them even more control. Now, I don't think that apart from maybe the sniper, there's not going to be any hero that's gonna not have lockdown for the Radiant. Talking about the Radiant, they're still looking towards Roshan. They're not even sure about them wanting it, you know? The Silencer is roaming around, plants as a ward, sees the sniper, will reveal his whereabouts by using that little arcane curse onto the sniper, placing it there. He is still roaming, he is still hiding, he's being extremely sneaky, and yeah, there you go. The helicopter, the evacuation vehicle will take him out of here. The budget hook will take him out of harm's way. Now, what's this? I need to stop saying what's this. Now my throat is being very dry. This game is sponsored, like every single other one, by water, which I don't have in front of me, so it's technically not sponsored by water. Don't drink responsibly. Drink as much water as you want, friends. It's very useful, especially if your throat is dry, like mine is at the moment. I will have to maybe do a pause and take some water, I don't know. I'll see. Anyway, enough about me, more about Dota players, as we are currently doing a documentary about failed hooks. You see that hooks can be failed sometimes. And what they do, well, the entire enemy team is going to be wandering about for 5 entire seconds before deciding that they want to go another way, and they're going to do it. And now with the Basher completed and on the anti-mage, they're going to go now with the silence, global silence. is going to do a lot of damage. He's even going to kill down that PA. And with the Shadow Fiend doing a lot of damage on the back line, that's going to be a 4 for nothing, maybe 5. Full team wipe, ultra kill for the anti-mage. Wow, okay, double damage plus a 40 shield, doing a lot of damage, and there you go. This solved their lockdown problem. You saw that the Basher came into play, and you saw that, yeah, those supports, they didn't even have time to do that much damage. So now you have damage, control, everything. Finish faster, the sniper, he does not want to deal with this. He does not want to deal with this. He wants this game to be over. He wants to be out of this game. And I think these players from the Dire, well, they will precipitate that request into fulfillment. Because they're taking down the racks right now. So that's one lane of racks on the back of that. On the back of a full team wipe. The creeps were placed perfectly. And now they even want to end the game. 33 minutes in. Well, 3 heroes are back. Oh, but maybe one will go back into the realm of the dead as the Bane will indeed fall. Pretty quickly too. Sniper is trying to hold the ground, trying to mount a defense. Kind of desperate though. I mean, they won't have the Bane for another 50 seconds. And oh, Abaddon? They're not on the same page here. I think Abaddon is thinking that this one is in the bag, but oh yeah, well maybe it is now that the sniper has died too. Oh my, that might be really bad for them, you know. Yeah, now the Ancient's exposed too. The anti-mage is not hitting it though. But the PA, wow, the PA is now back, and she wants revenge. Can she actually defend the Ancient? The Abaddon still has borrowed time, but already you see the BKB is popped. But she has 3 heroes to work about. Well, she's working on the first one. Anti-mage getting busted down. Second target brought down. Quadruple homicide for Sion, taking that ultra kill, and yeah, actually they held. I would have thought that with Sniper dying it would have been the end of everything, but they underestimated the PA and the damage of the control. I don't think that they were even fighting in that fight, and well, now that's dead everyone on the side of the Dire, apart from of course the Shadow Fiend that is running for his base. He will need to have a talk with his team, I believe. Sansa is forced to buy back as now Fake Smile using the Serpent Walls. Okay, claims the tower, and now with an Underlord with 250 damage. Yeah, it does a lot on those buildings, and oh yeah, with that damage to take down the racks, and with the PA they even take down the anti-mage. No, not it was a Silencer, not the anti-mage. Oh well, without the anti-mage still and the Silencer, that's a set of racks too for the Radiant this time. That managed to Uber their way inside on the top with creeps were pushing the entire time, and that is it. And whoa, PA. Stop that, man. That's a murder. That's completely illegal in most countries. I don't think there's any country on the planet where murder this brutal is allowed. If you have children watching this, don't watch, because that was a hero getting deleted. Brutal. Obscene, even, from that Phantom Assassin. That damage output is just obscene. Really. And now, well, with this. Did the Dire just throw the game by dying out there? I mean, they could have hit the Ancient. If they just focused on the Ancient and were on the same page, they could have ended the game. I wouldn't be there if the Dire decided to actually mount a better attack on that Ancient. And now, well, it's still not over though. There's 2 lanes of Drax for the Radiant, but the anti-mage has a BKB, uses it, tries to take down the Bane, but it's not enough. He needs more out of that BKB. He definitely does, because that game is slipping out of their control at lightning speed, really. Because yeah, that's throw after throw, really. Well, maybe he's gonna get more with the Underlord. The Underlord with the Lycans is going to block the Mana Void, but his survival is not guaranteed either way, as the anti-mage grabs another very important kill. He has buyback though. The cow that Underlord has buyback. He may want to use it if of course the Dire have eyes for the Ancient. I think they want to go for the Ancient, but keep in mind that the Sniper is around. The PA is not around, but probably has a TP. Talking about the PA, well, she finds another kill. She has a TP, and now the Ancient is getting gone. Oh no, that might be the end, maybe. If they manage to get it, well, they get it. BKB used on the Shadow Fiend. He's going to use Requiem of Souls. And oh, well, anti-mage getting controlled. And the PA has arrived. Cavalry's here. The tanks, calling the cannons. The cannons here, and the anti-mage is supposed to retreat. But no, it's a PA we're talking about. She can just blink on your face and remove it. Terry the boss. Sniper died in the back lines, but that's not what matters right now. It's the PA that can do so much. That is doing so much. But thanks to the presence of the Pudge that fails his hook, but still manages to scare the PA off. That's going to be a 3-for-1 as the sniper died in the back lines. No, has buyback. And oh, what's this? Well, the Uber came earlier than expected. As they are no, they're the ones that want to close out the game. The Radiant want to close the game. Everyone wants to close the game. No one wants to be here. Unfortunately for me. Well, they've been here for 37 minutes. Who can blame them? But poking the Pudge in the backline is probably going to get him. But at the same time, that bit of malice combined with Shackles and that Firestorm doing so much damage. So it's going to be the Shadow Fiend dying, the more important target. But no, with him buying back, that's the Shadow Shaman sacrificing himself for the cause. Still though, that was a buyback on the Shadow Fiend for start to get only your support. That is your anti-mage that dies over there with no buyback, because I don't think he has buyback, you know, he doesn't. And the PA, that's just farming, and that's just getting bigger and bigger. Now she's going to complete the Abyssal fairly soon. In fact, she already completed it as I spoke. It was just on the courier. And yeah, now that's going to be even scarier. You saw in that fight that what I was talking about earlier on in the game happens to be true. Slip of the tongue. It's that there's too much control from the Radiant. Whenever the control comes, well, hero falls. Some heroes are bound to fall. And yeah, against off-type control, what can you do? Well, the Dire has taken a lot of blade mails. That's one blade mail here, one blade mail here, one blade mail here. So yeah, that's a Pudge with a blade mail. And that's an Abaddon with a blade mail. I don't think the Intimate wants to go for a blade mail. And that's going to be it. So that's 2 blade mails on the tanky hero. So maybe all of that damage may be brought straight back to the PA. But with that Abyssal and with that BKB as well, she is getting really tanky. She's going for a Nullifier next, which will be her getting 6 or 7 slotted. But yes, that's gonna have to wait. Immortality for the anti-mage. As yeah, the game is now, well, it's still dead even. 2 lanes of Rags there lost for the Dire means that 2 lanes are going to push against the one of the Radiant. But with that Aegis, they were trying to run down mid. Their plans is no longer about towers. It isn't. They want to go all in and they want to end this game, but that might be tunnel visioning. As yeah, Shrapnel comes in, bit of malice as well. Now Global Silence to follow, but they have no control. They have nothing. And now, yeah, they do have one spell of control. There's the PA here. Oh, the anti-mage is going way too deep. He is forgetting about the entirety of his team, but oh, well, no need to worry about his team because the PA just got destroyed. As, yeah, well, that's... What is he doing here? What is the anti-mage doing here? He's gonna die twice. He cannot afford to have that happen. He was still fighting and they still want to go for the Ancient, but with now the Fortification Glyph used, that's going to be him going down. And with the PA buying back and coming back into the fight, going back into the fray, well, that's the Shadow Fiend dying without buyback. That earlier buyback to kill a support is now really worrying. Should be really worrying, and the anti-mage is still alive. So at least they save the furniture, but at the same time though, the PA wants to go ham, and oh, what's this? The creeps are doing it. They're taking down that tower, and the Pudge has now come. He does have the blade mail. He's not going to use it. Instead, he's going to dismember the PA. Should be using it now. Yes, he will. What? It's not an abyssal blade that just got cancelled immediately for some reason. Well, weird interaction. I don't care. BKB is on the PA just so no magical damage will come her way. She's going to be fine. Maybe, probably not. That's a dieback for the PA. And what a back and forth game, my friends. There are deaths left and right that should not have happened. That definitely should not have happened. With that PA being one of them. I mean, she went in alone, tried to end the game, but with the Pudge coming in, she did not. She maybe believed my words just a tad too much. I mean, the Pudge does a lot of damage and is the only one with a reliable control on the team of this Dire. And indeed, you see it in action once more. The Dismember butchering that support. And oh, another man's getting butchered, but this time by the anti-mage. And that was Fake Small and the Sniper dying, and Bingo as well. And now that's everyone dead on the Radiant. It's still not over though. That's still the Underlord, and yeah, the creeps though. Both Ancients are exposed. There's still some creeps here and there. It's probably not enough to dissuade the Dire from running in, but I don't know what they want to do, really. I think they should have known by now that they should have known that trying to go all in and failing multiple times means that you're probably not going to be able to go all in again, especially considering that all buybacks are used, all the bets are off, you put all your cards on the table, it's over. Oh, Shaman buys back, the sniper bought back for this, but he's going to force staff him so he's way out of harm's way. The same cannot be said for the Underlord though, that he's going to die with no buyback, so that's a buyback used for the Shadow Shaman. The Sniper and the Bane just got enough money for that, but oh well, some Serpent Wands were dropped before the Shadow Shaman went down. Now with the Bane going back, that is them still holding the ground, they still held the door. And now, that's the Abaddon going down, and well, maybe the Silencer too. That buyback on the Sniper did so much in for them, and triple kill for the Sniper. It's still not over. It's never over until it's over. And yeah, the Ancients still exposed on both sides. They still tried to go all in and got delayed once more. They got delayed in their efforts. They are going to have to reset, and maybe that might be the end. And what is this? Oh, it's the PA. She doesn't learn neither, does she? She's gonna go alone and try to go into this throne. That's buyback on the anti-mage. That's buyback on the Silencer. But they're gonna be forced to use it now. They need to use it now. They cannot afford to get megas too. If they have megas, it's going to be extremely hard to fight them. And oh, what's this? Well, at least there's one man buying back the anti-mage. Oh, this member is going to be instantly cancelled. That bird's getting really fat though. He has a Reaver. He's going for two health glowing orbs thingy, which will turn into a bigger sphere-looking thingy called the Heart of Tarax. Sorry, I got a choke there. Ah, that's what happens when you have a dry throat. There you go, nailed it. All of those fights made me lose my words there, as I probably should not be focusing too much on that PA, as there's other heroes to be had. That Sniper buyback though, and doing so much damage, despite not having the best of items though. He's kind of behind in terms of gold if you compare it to the main carries, but he held. Somehow, his supports bought him time. The Dire were too indecisive in their actions, and yeah, that's kind of good / bad for them. And it's again greed getting punished for the Dire that just can't close out this game. They just cannot. Okay. Now, what is the anti-mage looking forward to? As I said, he was basically 6 slotted. Well, he is going to... Well, no, not really. He has a Basher, so he could still upgrade it to an Abyssal. I think that's what's going next for him. He has... Yeah, he still has a Vitality booster queued up. And oh, what's this? Same time though, it seems like an important target is getting brought down here. The Silencer goes down. Not gonna have the global silence for the next 18 seconds. The next minute and a half will have to be spent without a silence, which will be much needed, especially considering how tense the game has gotten. Every single thing counts. You saw the Shadow Shaman's mass weapon was during that defense at the Ancient. Well, it did a lot of damage despite the Shadow Shaman not being alive, so if you can silence him and stop him from putting down those wards, throwing them out on the ground, well, that's a little thing that's they're not going to have. Okay, now, what's it gonna be? They need to find the right initiation, though. They cannot rush the issue. Or maybe they can, but because there's no control, so the high ground offense is not going to be as terrifying as otherwise would. Well, the walls are on the ground, so now you can kill that Shadow Shaman, no problem. Or, well, probably you should, as though that's a Mentas in the backlands are going to die. The anti-mage that died, so he doesn't buy back. Oh no! That didn't seem too significant, but I might have lost them the game right there. Pudge sleeping? Well, you shouldn't be sleeping in a moment like this. Or you probably should keep sleeping rather, because you're waking up to a nightmare. As most all your teammates are dead, the Shadow Fiend may follow an unfortunate fate. He's getting controlled, but no. Now, with Megas on their side, they're probably going to want to close that game down. The anti-mage dying there is probably GG. Well, there comes the global silence. Are they going to go for a desperate defense? Well, the Phantom Lancer has the better idea. Instead of fighting, she goes down for the Ancient and will bring it down. Well, what did we learn today? Kids, we learned that don't fucking have different ideas when you push. Just focus on one objective. Even if you think it's stupid, you need to go all in. To quote No Tail, if you go half retard, you lost the game. If you go full retard, well, that's all you need to do. And yeah, that is going to be it. Radiant victory. Convincing? Nah, I don't know. They still decided to go for questionable move all across, but when they managed to put their shit together and actually counter and they actually defend the Ancient, when they were back against the wall, that's when the real action started, and then they came together as a team and managed to take this one home. It's thanks to these amazing holds that they managed to win. The Dire, they suffered from their draft, but they executed it better than I expected. It really was better than I hoped. They managed to use that Silencer Global Silence to a huge amount of efficiency. They managed to use, well, not the Abaddon too well, but still, he managed to do a lot of saves in the mid-game. The Anti-Mage, once he got big, managed to provide the control that they needed. Before that, it was the Shadow Fiend that did it with the Yules. So I'm quite satisfied by the performance. I'm just really, really mad at that one crucial moment where you had the Anti-Mage daily dying, and when the Abaddon was hitting the Ancient, well, he was just trying to kill people. He was just trying to kill people at the fountain, lost the Aegis, and then, yeah, and that happened twice too. It happened once before, when they managed to get the one lane of Rags. They could have just closed the game right there, and they didn't, and that cost them the game. Well, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, because that was entertaining to watch, a really back and forth game, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it, because, yeah, that was Vantalion signing out. Nice music, man, very nice.